Hi everyone, this is Kripa from Business College of Technology in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering. In this video series of Design Thinking and Innovation, we are discussing on the process in design thinking. In this previous session, we have discussed process in design thinking, and then we explained what is empathy here, and then some small example for an empathy, which was like a hospital MRI machine for children's. So we have already discussed what shows here the empathy means. So now we are going to discuss on just we have to uncovering and investigating the things which we have already defined. Like the empathy phase, commonly used in design thinking and community-based research, focuses on deeply understanding the people in community, their needs, concerns, and live experience from their perspective. Okay, so purpose of empathy phase is like to understand real community concerns, not assumptions, to capture feelings, motivations, and challenges, to build trust and meaningful relationships, to ensure solutions are people-centered and relevant. So what are the key activities in this particular empathy phase? So first one is community engagement. We have to spend time in communities. Communities in the sense, what I'm saying is like small meetings or events or some different way of spaces, like informal spaces, whatever it may be. So observe daily routines and interactions. So practice activities like listenings without any judgment. So we are not supposed to plan for something and then we just openly, casually communicate with others. So and then like interview and conversations. So conversations like ask open-minded questions like what challenges affect your daily life. So let the community members tell their stories in their own words. Okay, so it will be like conduct like one-on-one or a small group of interviews. So next we go for an observation. Watch how people interact with services, spaces or system. So notice and speak in issues like frustrations or workarounds. So pay attention to environmental and social dynamics. Okay. The fourth one could be like surveys and feedback tools. So use surveys, suggestion box or any other digital forms. Okay, so ensure accessibility like a language or a literacy, or it may be like cultural sensitivity. So combine quantitative data with personal insights. The fifth one, it could be like empathy mapping. So organize findings into what people says, what they do, what they like think or what they feel. So these things helps reveal hidden concerns and emotions of our drivers. Okay, what is the principle to follow? So listen more than you speak. Okay, then only we can able to get something from others. Okay, avoid jumping to solutions. Okay, so we have to plan for a solution. Okay, respect cultural and social context. So then include diverse voices, especially like organized groups. Okay, valid experiences even if they differ from expectations. So we have to follow some of these principles. Okay, outcome of an empathy phase. So clear understanding of key community concerns. So insight into root cause, not just symptoms. Okay, so strong foundation for defining the real problem. Increased community trust and participations. So if you want in this stage, second phase of like before getting into the second phase, we have to moderate what are all the things we have to go for. Okay. Now the second stage is defined. Okay, coming after empathize, it focuses on clearly framing the core problem based on insights gathered from users or a community. Okay, the basic definition of defined stage is the process of synthesizing insights from the empathy phase to create a clear human-centered problem statements that guide solution development. What is the purpose of a defined stage? Okay, here only we have to identify the real problem, not just the cause, or maybe it's like symptoms. Okay, narrow broad observations into a focused challenge. Okay, ensure the problem is user centered. Okay, that is the main concept of our basic design thinking. So provide direction for a ideate stage. Okay, so the next stage it could be like an ideate, so we have to provide a perfect direction to the next stage. Okay, what are all the key activities here? Analyzing interviews and observation of data, identifying patterns and recurring issues, and then grouping insights like affinity mapping. So creating problem statements like POV, we can say, like point of view, right? So point of view statements. Okay. Problem statements POV formula needs a way to need because of insight. Okay. Example of defined stages like I have to give like an community health. Like in this empathy insight, community members miss medical appointments due to a long travel issues and lack of information. Here, what the statement comes here is like rural residents need a easier way to access basic healthcare services because distance and poor communication prevent timely treatment, right? So I can give some more example like in this education system, here students feel stressed and disengaged due to heavy homework loads and other unclear instructions. Here what the statements comes is like high school students need clearer and more manageable homework expectations because confusion and overload reduce motivation and then learning. So these are all some statements. What this defined statement is like, which could be not in the format of we are not supposed to jump to the solution, we have to listen multiple unrelated problems. So we are not supposed to framing problems from an organization perspective. So what it could be the clear, focused and uncentered problem statements. Okay, so hope you guys understood this session. So that's all for the session. Thank you.